Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Rye Guys Rush quiz. Wait a second.
Cut. That was bloody awful.
Welcome to episode 279 of Rush Roundtable. It only took us 279 episodes to get to a live episode, right? So here we are, our very first live episode. What do we have on tap? Well, host David Utzler and host Jim Benner. They were supposed to be together tonight, but they elected to, split apart. But here they are. They're going to be giving us.
We don't like each other anymore.
All right,
that's fair.
Yeah.
So what they're going to be doing is they're going to be giving us some great takes in their opinions, hot takes pertaining to the band Rush, and Shane, Paul, and myself, Ryan, will be potentially debating those takes, or simply just saying great take and moving on. So if you like our channel, please subscribe to it. Support us on Ko-fi. If you love our content, or we love, getting ourselves an extra cup of coffee or buying ourselves a whiteboard or technology or whatever, it helps us out. The same thing can be said for our shop. If you like our page logo, you can buy a Rushfans t-shirt. And if you like our Rush Roundtable show, you can join it by sending us an email, rushroundtable@gmail.com. Or if you like our Rye Guys show, the quizzes, you can send us a quiz as well. So that is also an option. So let's get to it, shall we? Very first take. David, you, sir, are up.
Well, my take is that The Garden is not just the greatest Rush song, but the greatest song ever written, both lyrically and musically.
Ever written by anyone or just Rush?
Anyone.
Then you're wrong. No, okay, it's a really good song and it's perfect. The timing is perfect. It closes the last album. It closes a career. It closes an epic era. But yeah, I don't know. There's better lyrics. There's better music. I'd have to really think about a better song, like the entire package of a song.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I think something like Free Will, I might argue, is better. I'm a really big fan of Grand Designs. There's so much cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Earth Shine and Sun and Moon. But that is a very bold claim. And I want to argue with it, but I'm having a hard time doing it. Help me out, Paul and Ryan.
I have to agree with Shane. Like, this is a hard one to swallow. Like, they've got so many great songs. To say that The Garden is the greatest song ever written, lyrically, musically, by anyone, that's a high pedestal to put it on. There's so many great bands. Just Rush. It's just right. To David, to the comment. That's I'm aghast. That's a great word to say. It's a great song. Don't get me wrong. To Shane's point, great end to a career, but it's not their absolute greatest song, musically or lyrically. And you've got long hair, so that just throws the credibility out the door. So, yeah.
That's Brennan is.
Yes.
Hey,
our buddy Rob Bukta, just FYI.
Do you mean even better than Freebird or Stairway to Heaven?
See, when you get to that level, there is no comparison.
I'm gonna say let's debate as well. I think it's funny because I may have even said that one time that it is the greatest song ever written on a roundtable, but here I am.
Are you sober?
I don't. It's possible that I said that. It's definitely.
No recollection.
It's definitely up there, but I'm not going to give away what I think the best Rush song is because I think we're going to do an episode on that eventually. So we'll leave that be for another time, but it's up there. It's not the greatest though. So
do you think he saved it? Like, do you think he said, did he write it earlier and say, this one's really good. It's a good closer. I'm going to hold on to this one until I know it's the last album.
Speculative. Have no idea.
That's true.
It is so way better than Freebird.
Oh, that's hilarious.
True statement. True statement.
Plus, the watchmaker said it. So,
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Elvis
go to
Presley.
Jim's. Let's go to Jim's first take. Here we go.
Okay, my first take. Right. If Getty and Alex had more time, the lyrics on the debut album could have been more meaningful.
I love the rock and rollness of that album and those lyrics. I think, that maybe they would have been more meaningful. They could have come up with something, but they would not have been better. I think just that last minute, you have the guy forgot the lyrics. You have just a few minutes, come up with something that is so rock and roll and so awesome. I would debate it. I love it the way it is.
I'm gonna debate, and to Shane's point, I can't imagine those songs with different lyrics. It fits the rock and roll theme of those songs, right? And right to the
And
point,
that's
they were written in the studio.
That's sort of
like,
my point.
yeah, they were written like last minute. They had to do
were.
something because they had a time crunch.
Yeah.
And Getty elaborates on that in his book. But
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
no,
he does.
I have to disagree with that statement.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan?
Just showing some more comments on here. So,
did you see Rob's comment?
can you define more meaningful to me? Like, can you explain what you mean by that?
Like, kind of what I mean is like,
Or creative, less rock and roll generic lyrics.
But like if you look at something like, need some love. Ooh, I need some love. I need some love. It's like, well, okay, right, whatever. It's not really much of anything. I love, and to anybody who may think I don't like the debut album, I love the debut album. And for anybody who's heard me write about or heard my writing or talk about stuff, I think John Rutsey's playing on the album is absolutely perfect.
I think
and the album rocks.
Or Keith
But-
John Quincy. Yeah. Could have been.
Yeah. And but I think the lyrics are kind of I don't know. I mean, I guess kind of light, and granted, and yes, I know they had probably 30 minutes or an hour to come up with a whole crap load of lyrics, and they're like, oh crap.
Well, because Rutsey tore him up, right?
Yeah, because he didn't want to do
19
it,
years
right?
old.
So, I mean, that's really what I mean. They probably could have came up with something a little bit more deeper, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna say great take, because I think, you have more time, you can come up with something better. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm not supposed to argue a great take, but I will just add to that look at Cinderella Man written by Getty, or look at Different Strings. I mean, it's only 3 years later, or 6 years later, 5-6 years later, Permanent Waves, right? Well, yeah, Farewell to Kings would have been 3 years, and
3 years,
Permanent Waves would have been 5-ish, 6-ish years.
Another,
So I mean, that's not that far of a gap away, and those are far
great lyrics.
superior lyrical songs than what was on the debut album. So yes, I think that's a fine take. It's just a fine
thank
take.
It's a good take. See, it's a good take.
They
And
like
he
my
said more
first take,
meaningful.
Makes you realize they hit the jackpot when Neil came on board for the lyrics, right?
Thank you, Webb. Yes, please.
Yeah,
We'd love
thank
to
you,
have you
Webb.
be. Let's see what else we can add here.
Everybody needs to watch it more often.
That's fun.
I lost this comment. Where is
The
it?
music
Where is
of the
it?
debut.
Who said that
Yeah.
Working Man really captured the zeitgeist? Who said that?
I like Ralph's comment.
West Coast Dave.
Let's see.
Ralph.
I mean, you can't argue with Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph, that's a good
I-
one, man.
This is Kira, by the way. This is
Oh, hey, Kira.
Yep.
We love Kira.
Yeah, and Kira, I love the lyrics too. And when I'm rocking out to the first album and the little radio that goes out in my head, I'm singing those same lyrics, and I never think, oh, this is terrible, right? But yeah, I do like that.
I must confess. I must confess. I like that as well. So, all right, let's carry on. Hold on. I'm gonna just.
We go down our rabbit hole.
I'm gonna just experiment here with a different layout. Is that a little bit better? So that puts us
Yeah,
up
that's
a little
better because
bit.
we're a little
All right.
bigger.
Mix it up a
Yeah.
bit.
Paul will
Look,
agree.
we're more-
It
All right.
showcases my hair.
It showcases David's Susan B. Anthony looking hair.
I was thinking Prince Charming.
All right, David, number 2. Here we go. Here's David's second take.
All right,
Best I
so
can.
yeah, Amy Mann, did that wonderful vocal overlay in Time Stands Still, and how cool would that have been if she was on stage on that tour, at least some of the time?
Oh, super cool. And why couldn't she
Why
open up
did
for
that
him and then
never
come out
happen?
for the song? Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
I didn't want to agree with you, but I do.
I'm not supposed to talk during Davis thing, but Shane, I love what you said. I would love it if Till Tuesday had opened for them.
I agree with
Great
Dave.
song.
Yes.
Talk about
So it would have been,
songwriters. Great songwriter.
like you said, but like to Dave's point, maybe not every show, but at least have some actual appearances during the tour would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, I think of how when Max Webster opened for Rush on the Moving Pictures tour,
Yeah,
and occasionally Getty would come out,
Right.
So yeah, Till Tuesday, because Amy Mann wasn't solo yet; it was still Till Tuesday, and
Yeah.
Till Tuesday opening for Rush, and then her coming out for Time Stands Still would have been awesome. That's my point.
That. This is our buddy
Yeah,
Randy.
nice.
This is our buddy Randy.
yeah, man.
This is
Heck yeah.
exactly what I was going to say. Was that
Bring her
you
out
could
for
have
our
done? You could have done 5 or 6 shows like what Dinklage and Ben Mink did. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what you
Yeah.
could. Yeah. So I see.
Very,
I say
very
great take.
cool.
I think that would be cool. Yep.
Mm.
All right. Let's see
Okay.
if there's any other comments here
Any good ones?
that we want to add.
The smoke, Dave, it's such a cool effect. You're the only one with the special effects.
It's
I know.
lame,
Totally
you know,
so far, you beat Jim just on special effects.
Yeah, I got a couple Rush posters behind me there, but that's
and it's just
oh my
I
God.
keep trying to push it away. It's incense. I like incense.
All right, what
Jim,
about Mark? What about
Show
Mark
what is
Anderson?
to your right, please.
To my right.
Can you turn your camera on the wall?
Oh, on the. I got to
Yeah.
turn my whole laptop.
Yeah, can you show that?
You talking about that?
Yeah, right there. That's
Oh, yeah,
that's
so hang
that's
on.
that's no, that's all I need. That's all I needed you to do. You don't have to take it
Well,
off.
I
No,
can
no,
get the whole thing.
no. I'm gonna show this.
Okay.
Show a graphic.
There we go. Yes, and I got it's the
Oh,
Grace
one of
Under
those.
Pressure one I've got because that goes with
That's
my
cool.
tattoo.
Check
Yeah.
out Artovision 3D.
Yeah,
They put out some really awesome
yeah.
Rush shadow box
They
artwork.
do.
So, all right.
And
It's
who's
very,
like
very cool.
promo into the show? I dig it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm learning.
That's a pro there. Wow. Pro move, Ryan.
Yes.
All right. Jim's number 2. Here you go.
My number 2, which everybody's going to agree with, I know, right? Okay, so my number 2 is this. The Fountain of Lamneth is an absolute masterpiece, and it is very diverse. It's an interesting story, and it paved the way for the future sidelong pieces.
Jim. I don't know how to tell
Supposed
you
to say
this
yes,
other
say
than to
yes.
say truer words have never been spoken.
Absolute great take.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Wait,
Same. Great take.
there's nothing to argue.
Great take. Let's see
I
if there's
just
anything in the
know-
comments though.
I'll let
Yeah.
TV Bureski. I keep coming back to the fountain. And I feel younger every time I go back.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's why I look like
That's
this. I listen to that song all the time.
You haven't aged a day, man.
That's my
Now,
secret.
the only one that might have argued with that would be the studio executives back in 1975. That would have said,
Oh,
"What
they-
the heck is this
Yeah,
crap?"
well, they want-
Yeah, Ben Diver, that's right. Thanks, guys. Yeah. I think All the Crest of Steel is killer, and I think Fountain of Lamneth is
Panagia is a snoozer.
a snoozer. Oh, come on, man. Really? Hey, I mean, everybody's got their likes and their dislikes, and that is cool. But yeah, I like yeah,
Yeah, Webb.
and Diver. I think I'm with you on that. I do like Fountain as much as 2112. Yeah,
Well, think about
cool.
it. If found a lab net, they went right to 2112.
There's a hot take.
Oh, there we go. Bit disjointed. Okay, yeah. And it's what's really funny is that I think depending on what media, what physical media you bought it on, like if you bought it on a cassette or you had the album, the songs were in different orders, and some of the orders just kind of made no sense. And maybe
So the
throwing
H-track.
Dydex and Arpets anywhere makes no sense. I don't know, but I still think it's a cool story, and the music is awesome.
Yeah.
And the
Yes,
Getty
that's true,
screams.
Ralph, you got it. Yep.
So many comments come in. I keep clicking on some
Yeah.
of the wrong
Really
ones.
good
It's
ones.
just like,
Yeah.
2112 was a lot more, together as a piece, but
Yeah.
I still love
Far
that.
more, sophisticated.
I would-
Fountain was great.
I think it was Randy said Fountain walked so Clockwork could run. I'm gonna
yeah.
steal from that, like I did in
Yeah.
the last one too, what Randy said with the Ben Mink thing. But I think Bytor and the Snow Dog walked so that everything else could run. Really, I mean,
Yeah.
like that. It was
Necromancer.
the Necromancer. I mean, Xanadu. That was a good first attempt, right?
Agreed.
And then welcome Nick.
Hey Nick, what's up, man?
He sure is
All
cussing
right.
a lot. Damn.
Here's
I know,
how
right?
Yeah,
Nick. Potty mouth, man.
It
Good
was
to-
Wow.
disjointed.
Let's just get that explicit label now.
All right, onward we go. David's take 3.
All right.
Okay, so 2112, that was my introduction to Rush. And of course, then they went off after Hemispheres, different pieces, shorter songs. But what about a follow-up? What happened after the grand finale? And I don't count, as I say, Kevin Anderson's book and his short story, 2113, that gives a take on that, which actually then connects it to Clockwork Angels. That's a different universe. But yes. What about, had they done a follow-up album to 2112? Right?
Yeah, that would have
That
been
might
cool.
have been fun.
Someone who always listens to Hemispheres right after a Farewell to King so I can get the full Cygnus story. I agree completely.
I don't know if it was in their DNA to do that. They kind of like the idea of just leaving it up to the listeners to figure out what happened at the end of the grand finale. I don't know if they had it in them to write another side epic to follow up that story. I mean, they continuously evolved. I can't imagine them going 30 years later going, oh, let's look at 2112 and do another version. Like, no. Like, I don't think that was in their DNA, but I could be wrong. That's my thought. Would have been cool to know, but
Yeah, I will debate it because I kind of agree with Paul, right? Like, it would have had to have happened right thereafter, like Cygnus X1 led into Hemispheres. Like, it would have had to have been, it would have had to led off a Farewell to Kings, or whatever, right? Or so, well, actually, 2112 was the opener. That was side 1, so I guess you couldn't even do it. Flow it into it, maybe, I don't know, but it could be. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the fact that they went through and did, I think everything from Signals through Clockwork Angels just about is a concept album in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, there's always a theme for sure.
And right, and well, that to me, that's what a concept album is. Something with an album with themes running through all the songs. That's a concept album to me, not just a sidelong epic, right? So,
sure.
I interject here. We need an editor. It's not the Grande finale.
Who typed this crap there?
That was me.
Final Grande.
It's the Grande finale. Yeah.
I just copy paste. That's all.
Yeah. That's why I didn't blame it on you, Ryan. It's like, I'm looking at my own notes and going, really? Okay.
I'll let you answer that, David.
I edit for a living.
Does the guy try to kill himself? The
Oh.
song says yes,
Oh.
band says no. Ooh.
Really?
My lifeblood spills over. It always sounded like it to me.
It sounded like it to me too.
I'm not gonna argue with
I
you.
agree
This
on the
is-
song says yes part.
The priest
The
come back
priest
for
come back
revenge.
for revenge.
Priest come back for
Hey,
revenge.
you know,
Judas Priest.
I just noticed that Seth's little logo there is a Vegas Raiders, or it could have been the older Oakland Raiders thing. Nice, man. Hey, Seth Milburn, nice man, nice.
Look at that.
Like
Some
it.
Raider love going on here.
Steelers.
Your little Steelers thing. I could get all my baseball stuff out now.
Let's see.
But alas, we must move on.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. That's
I know that guy.
Who's Shane Seymour? Who's that guy?
Hey,
Who's that guy? Who
he
invited
looks
him to the chat?
so smart.
He looks
so
familiar to
handsome.
one of the people on
he's-
this panel.
Yeah.
Very smart and handsome. He looks like
and
doppelganger.
humble. And can you believe how humble he is? Amazing.
The Solar Federation. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh,
That would have been a
That's
cool change.
interesting. That's very interesting.
Hey,
I like that.
Like Paula Trade.
more seasons. Yeah.
All right.
My daughter's gonna agree with you there, Dave.
Hold on. We gotta. as like 6 people have asked on
Oh, how
prior
we
shows.
deteriorated. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Robert, no, I don't believe that is how these live streams work. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's how these this is obviously not pre-recorded. We are live right now, so I don't think that's how it works. So,
No.
but we are learning.
Live.
If we figure out how to do it, we will. All right. So number 3, Jim's take.
Right. Rush's change of direction and style throughout their career show their desire to stretch out and keep things fresh.
Yeah, they became better musicians, better performers, more adept with the technology, and kind of went along with it instead of staying in a rut. They progressed. I agree. Jim.
Agree. It's documented that even I think it's Neil that said we could have rested on moving pictures and just kept that formula going,
yeah.
but nope, we're gonna do our things and just keep going. So that's a great take.
I would say that's a great take as well.
I absolutely love the thank you.
Great Atke? What?
Great
Rick,
Atke.
there
you
you
go.
go.
That boy Rob.
Thanks, Kira. Yeah,
That's
I love all of the the fact that they changed so much, and you listen to something like Chris Steele, which I absolutely loved that album. I think the album is awesome. And then I put on like Hold Your Fire, and it's the same band. It sounds completely different, but still the same band, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rush
I-
always seemed like
I
Rush.
love
No album sounded the same.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. There's other bands that you put their albums on. It's like, oh, their first and third album. It's like, is that a different album? Is that the same? So I love how Rush did that. Other bands have done that too, but this is a Rush channel, so we won't talk about the other guy.
There's a hot take from Webb. The 85-91 era wasn't that great.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh,
It was great.
it was awesome.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing about being a Rush fan is you're allowed to like what you like.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
There's
And I'm always here to argue with you.
subjectivity, personal preferences and whether or not it was great. So, okay. Looks like my fourth take is up. And this was intended to be provocative. I'm not going to say whether or not I agree with myself on this one. But you look at bands like Green Day and even Triumph, later days, Styx now, you got all these kind of not full band members kind of filling out, opening things up a little bit. Should there have been another guitarist in Rush kind of hanging out in the shadows?
No, I like the trio thing. So no.
I'm going to debate just like Shane. You can't with technology. They like what did Getty say? They wanted to be the world's smallest orchestra. So
Symphony orchestra. The interview
yeah, I
done
can't
with it.
imagine having a backup guitarist for rhythm or I mean with technology they can do it all. Like I can't imagine having someone else on stage with them.
And I like when the show's different.
Well, that
I think
happened,
it's a
though.
different thing.
That did happen. The Clockwork Angels string ensemble,
They had an orchestra.
Ben Mink. That's where I was going to say let's debate, but I also think that they should have involved Ben Mink more. That's all I'll say. Who was also a guitar player.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If for anybody who does
Played
not know
guitar
that,
on-
go listen to Getty's solo album.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
I'm saying this because
Awesome. It's awesome.
this is nothing to do with Alex. It has nothing to do with Getty or or Neil. But just I think it would have been cool. I mean, if they involved him in a couple other songs. I mean, because he did strings on Losing It and Faithless, or
Okay.
I think it was Faithless. He's been working the Angels. I think it was Faithless.
Let's see.
Someone in the comments correct me, please. But it would have been cool to involve him in some other capacity. But
And just let me say before I get raked over the coals, I entirely disagree with my take 4. But yeah, the string ensemble, Ben Mink, so many other things. Yes, Kira,
No.
absolutely right.
Period.
No,
Kira, where is
it was not necessary. Yeah, they filled out a lot of things with effects and whatnot, but
They do.
there was no need for a backup guitarist.
Yeah.
I was just trying to come up with stuff in time for the episode.
Ralph just said it perfect.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
Ralph,
First 3, but other guest musicians are cool.
Yeah.
But,
Yep.
Agreed.
it was Faithless. Yes, I just looked that up. So
Okay. Yeah.
yep, I agree with all that. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right.
There it is.
Jim's number 4.
My number 4. Okay. Presto and Roll the Bones would have been better accepted if the final mix wasn't so thin and tinny. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
ahead.
going to expand on what I meant a little more, but go ahead. Y'all can answer.
Yeah, I mean, I think every time I listen to it, I think, God, if they could have just beefed it up a little bit.
Agreed. Love to Rupert Hine, but man, the sound mix is just it's so I still to this day I listen to it and I just can't get my head wrapped around it. It just sounds so like I said, thin and like thinny and just there's no bass, there's no oomph to it. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Rob.
That's an absolute great take, yeah.
I say great take as well.
And it's funny because like I listened to the to the albums, of course, and I still listen to them because I love the music. But at the show, like when they played "Show Don't Tell," right, and it had the little tiny intro, and then I mean that just hit you square in the chest when they played it live, and it's like that's what it's supposed to sound like, and it was awesome. It was so great.
No balls were
So
appeared on those
good.
records. I don't think Neil had any say in the final mix. It's usually Getty.
Definitely
That was
not the final mix, unless you're talking about Neil's performance, which there's a lot of really good stuff that he's doing there.
because he had great sounding drums in those albums. The Ludwig
man,
Here's
those-
a great take.
Those albums are awesome. Oh, they do sound
Bang,
better
right
live.
there. Yep,
Yeah.
that's a great take,
Bingo.
Rob.
Absolutely.
Bingo,
100%.
yep.
They do.
All right. Moving on, David's take number 5.
Yeah, I think Jim will agree with this one. Chris Steele, very underrated. It never gets the love outside of the Rush community that it should. Whether it's their best, that's a different question. But the album itself is underrated for even maybe by the band themselves on what it opened up for them, how it stretched their musical capacities, creative capacities. I love it to this day.
Yeah, same. I don't get it. It hurts my heart a little bit anytime I hear someone put down. Yes, all the really smart people here agree that Crest of Steel is underrated and a really great album, and I agree with them too.
That's a great take. I can't disagree with that one bit. It's an awesome album, and it's often very overlooked.
Seth, yeah, for sure. Test for Echo.
Worst album.
Oh,
wait, what did he say?
He said that
It was their most underrated.
Just kidding.
And I don't know how you measure that, but yeah.
I just Googled underrated so that I could get the actual technical definition, right? Not rated or valued highly enough. I'm going to say let's debate. I don't think that is a great take because I think there are songs from that record that you will still hear on the radio today. Bastille Day being one of them. Even if it's on deep tracks on Sirius XM or whatever. Right?
You say, what radio station are you listening to?
Well, Sirius, right? So yeah, not like mainstream radio, but Sirius. So it's a little bit more niche, but still, I mean, you're still hearing it on the radio.
it's not on Q102.
I will hear Bastille Day or Lakeside Park more than I would hear songs from Test for Echo or from Clockwork Angels or from Snakes and Arrows or from Vapor Trails or any of the later albums, even Counterparts, right? So I think I'm debating it because it is underrated, don't get me wrong, but it is not the most underrated. That's the key word there for me. It's not even close to being the most underrated.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yep. Well, they're right.
I'll debate.
So,
hold your fire. Yeah. Anything, yeah. You get a lot of Mission, though.
Kira, you don't have
Kira left two of them. I would agree. Hold Your Fire, even is more underrated.
Kira's trying to politely disagree.
It's up there.
Yeah.
It's up there. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Forget polite. I very, very rudely disagree with you.
That there are far too
Kira
many.
is always polite.
All right, Jim's number 5.
Number 5. What's my 5? The feel of Test for Echo is so different because of the changes Neil made to his playing, and this made the band groove more. I thought their groove was heavier groove.
That is a take from a drummer right there.
Yes, This is definitely a take for a drummer, and I know exactly what Neil did, and I've yeah.
So the gist of your take is Neil's playing, because I don't think it's Neil's playing that I dislike about Test for Echo.
Yeah, the gist of my take is around Neil's playing and what his new approach, not to just like the different setup, but where he sat on the beat. He didn't sit like on or on top. He sat slightly more behind on Test for Echo, and I think that gives it a heavier groove. That's kind of the gist of what I'm talking about there.
I'm gonna have to listen for that.
Okay.
Next time I listen to it.
Everybody should listen to Test for Echo all the time anyway. So.
Yeah, and I never listen to it because I don't like it.
Well, this is a good reason to listen.
You and Eric, man.
Well, and what's funny is I started to make myself listen to it a couple of weeks ago, and then I thought, you know what? No, just in case we bring back Stick It Out, I'm gonna wait for that.
Yeah.
But
we will bring back Stick It Out at some point. I will eventually.
Okay. I'm saving it
for those.
Rivendell was hard.
For the new viewers of the channel, Stick It Out is a series where 4 people pick 5 Rush songs that they don't like or never give a chance, and they have to stick it out for a week per song or 2 weeks per song, and see if that opinion changes. That is something that might come back in the future. Will come back in the future. Just I don't know when.
So Jim, as a fellow drummer, I'm going to completely agree with your take. I think his playing just to Rob's point,
Yeah,
the groove was
Rob's point,
different.
It
There was
was.
a
Yeah, agreed.
because if he hadn't changed his style, I think Counterparts and Test for Echo could have almost been not mirrors, but they would have been like very close.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a different feel, and there are no great drum fills on Test. Ooh,
Well, there's a
okay.
couple.
That's
now.
Ouch.
There's a couple.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen for that too.
Oops.
For this
Wrong.
Wait, what
specific
did Tess
Well,
for
say?
the
listening to
specific
the
take, for the specific take, for Jim's take, I agree with him. It's a great take. His
Thank you.
drumming just threw the band into a different style. They had to kind of adapt to his style.
So what's great about this show? More something
No,
else to
no,
listen
no,
to
Ralph.
next time.
Oh,
All right, so
Wait,
I haven't even given my answer to this.
yeah. Go ahead.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna debate it. I'm not a drummer. I don't really notice any differences. I think Counterparts and Test for Echo quite literally are counterparts. I think they go very well together, and I love Test for Echo just as much as, well, not many people, but
I'm with you, Ryan.
I think Test for Echo is highly underrated, like the last David's take, but I don't. I'm not a drummer. I don't even. I mean, you guys just tap metal things with wooden things. So,
That's a great take.
yeah. That was said on one of the Rush tours, right? Oh, I just hit metal things with wooden. I think it was Neil that said it as spoof. But
Just hit things with sticks.
but I don't. Then again, I got into the band in 2007, so I don't. Someone left a comment that said that all the older songs were better after Neil changed his drumming style. I can't really comment on that because, again, I had gotten into the band post Test for Echo anyways, so it's I don't know enough about drumming to be able to comment on that. But to me, I just feel that it's they're very similar counterparts in Test for Echo, and I don't notice much of a difference. So.
No, I guess that's fair. They're both very heavy.
Let's see.
Any other good comments? Yeah, that work in progress video is killer. I watch that. I can watch Neil just kind of sitting there. Ralph, I could just watch Neil sitting there just talking about what he did. I could watch that for an hour.
From the last Fry Guys quiz that we posted,
Ralph's AI art rampage has gone with his head.
Bottom tier Rush.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Talk about
Dog Ears
underrated.
is deep. It doesn't sound like it, but it's deep.
It is.
Neil did some great work there.
I do agree.
All right, David, here you go.
Okay, so here again. I mean, I'm a old Rush fan from the early days, and I just love that song. Might be my favorite song from the debut record, and I think that it's very bluesy. And in the resurgence of blues and the whole blues world, I think that song would have gotten a lot of notice, but Rush just wasn't in that world, so they didn't. But I think it's it's a great blues song that never got noticed.
It's I love. I mean, I can. There have been times where I've just listened to it on repeat like 10 times. I love that song. Now, do you think it was because they weren't in that world, or maybe could it have been because they have that kind of swing beat, but with the straight 8 beat? I mean, Jim could probably explain it better, but they have the da 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 on while the drums are doing the swing. Is that why?
Yeah, I just think it was like they were kids. It was 1974, and the world of blues and blues rock there were other superstars at that time.
Mhm.
But I think that song could have gotten a little notice. And who knows? Maybe John Rutsey, this is another hot take, might have wanted to take the band that way, where Geddy and Alex were going more, prog rock and Jethro Tull and their influences and whatnot. But no, fabulous song. I love listening to it.
Yeah.
No, that's a great take. I think they were unknowns just out of Toronto, Canada. They weren't the blues scene, right? So, nope, great take.
And they were doing the blues. They wanted to rock and roll.
Mm.
But blues and rock, I mean,
Great take with a hot take. That is the best song on the record, period. Better than Working Man. Better than What You're Doing. Better than Finding My Way.
Yep.
by far the most sophisticated song on the record, I think.
And better is subjective. I like it the most, right? But I mean, Working Man obviously is the better song. I mean, it got all the airplay. But in terms of objectivity, yeah. But Here Again to me is my favorite track on that record. So.
And the lyrics are nice. There's nothing wrong with those lyrics. There's good lyrics.
Oh, you really want a hot take? Here's a hot take,
yeah.
Jim.
Let's do it. Is it my turn?
Oh, actually,
go.
I missed a whole bunch of comments. Hold on.
Oh, hold on. Hey,
my
everybody,
gosh.
pretend you didn't see
Spoiler.
the Tai Shan thing.
Who?
Would have been the
I
best
don't-
German
I
Metallica.
don't think he would have been good for Metallica, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, Rutsy was a powerhouse.
Very
I think
much
in
so.
that era. You
Now they're
know,
arguing amongst themselves in the comments. I love that.
Yeah, cool.
That's why we're here.
about these
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
That's what's
Rutsy was
good.
definitely a powerhouse. I kind of think, like his kind of swing and swagger that he had when he plays. I mean, it reminds me, it reminds me in a way of Ian Pace from Deep Purple. Right. And yeah. Ryan has a point. Ralph, do not feed his ego.
Never agree with Ryan.
Oh man! All right, here we go.
Oh,
Oh,
hey, wow, this is the
Oh.
first time we've seen this one. All right, Tai Shan is a great song. Now, notice I didn't say that it's like the ultimate Rush song ever, great, but it is a great song.
Agreed, because I have a similar take that I'll save for another hot takes episode.
Now I want to hear your hot take, Shane.
You'll hear it next.
Okay, all right. Well,
Subscribe
I-
so that you can hear my hot take
yeah,
later.
exactly.
it's a great take. I don't have a problem with the song. Like, it's to get past that initial slow part, the slow beginning. But once you get into it,
yeah.
it's a good song. So it's not. I can't disagree. That's a good take. It's not a great take. It's a good.
It's a
take.
good take. Okay,
It's a good take, not a great take. But
that's
I'll
all right.
give you
It's
good.
still on the up and up. So
Yeah.
I'll twist Paul's words and say, let's debate. It's a good song, not a great song.
Wow.
I like it. I don't think it's
do.
I don't think it's a mistake like the band. Well, 2/3 of the band think it was, but not to name names, but
You get a-
But,
chance of getting that
yeah.
right.
But I think Alex and Giddy. But I think that I think it's a good song. It's best in the fall. It's a very fall song. So I think it's now's the time to put it on.
And Neil wrote about his personal, very intimate experiences with the world that he explored. And I think Tai Shan does. It's an awesome song. Hate me all you want. It is an awesome song.
Yes, it
It's
is.
the comment.
Robert, I'm glad to have contributed to your love of gravity.
The most underrated Rush song. Now that's my new
20
take.
is songs from Power Windows to the end and completely only happy
Oh.
hearing 74 to 84.
Those fight words. Power Windows is a great
Oh.
album. Ugh.
Power Windows is wonderful, yeah.
Roll out the like what we got.
Wow.
That
Oh.
that I
Yeah.
agree with Rob. High Water definitely should have been moved up, man. It's High Water is killer.
I thought it was a great wrap up. I mean, that more private.
Next point. I'm assuming Superconductor is one of those.
Yeah, right. Superconductor is on top of the list, right, Nick?
Tai Shan is
Tai Shan is
a
a
song.
Is a song.
That's great. I love that.
So it's an analytically
awesome.
true statement. when you
Yeah,
say
it is very true.
A little civility from Ralph. That's awesome.
Ralph. Very good.
Yes, indeed.
We're
Oh,
not
That sounds like
gosh.
an
gonna
invitation.
kick you up there. Hold Your Fire is an autumn album. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
There's the last comment we'll show for this one here.
That was more than
More than enough.
I
Hey,
take
so-
offense to that.
So
Oh,
if,
gosh.
Okay,
if,
my
if
hot
Aaron-
take: Ty Shan is the most controversial Rush song.
Well, that's
Everybody agrees.
probably-
Move on.
That's probably very true.
Controversy, yeah, I guess.
Well,
All right.
people fight over the
Rainy
Rush.
Day Rush album.
It's fighting words.
David's number
Where's
7.
Paul? Paul's
7,
here.
huh? Oh.
Oh, it's my number 7. Okay, so
Oh yeah.
Oh, hold on, time out.
What is there another one?
There's our guy.
Oh,
Hey, Paul!
second.
There he is.
What's
It's
up,
the middle of the
man?
what time is it over there in Hawaii?
Oh,
Yeah, it's what 5
right.
hours earlier than
Yeah.
we are in Central. and the
Mid
Dallas
afternoon.
area, right?
That's right.
It's like 2,
Farewell to
3:15 there.
Kings is-
It has
oh
to be.
wait! Oh whoa! Somebody said the Farewell to Kings is the last Rush album they loved.
yeah.
Hold on, I'm just
Well,
welcoming Paul.
Right.
That's all.
I'm
oh,
reporting that as abusive.
Yeah, okay. We'll throw this
Oh.
up here. We'll throw this hot take up
Okay.
here, and we'll. Farewell to Kings is the last Rush album I love, with the exception
Wow.
of Permanent Waves. I'll see myself out now.
no, you don't have to see yourself out
Wow. That's
definitely don't.
blasphemy against movie.
unless
mean-
you want to, right? But
Look,
I mean, Kings is great. I mean, Kings is great. Fantastic.
opinions are opinions, right? I mean, if that's
Yeah.
what you like, that's what you like.
Correct.
You know, what I always try to distinguish between, something I like, this is to my personal taste, not to my personal taste, versus great stuff. You can't, I think, rationally say that Rush has not always produced amazing music, great artistry. You just may not like what they're doing at the time, and that's
Sure.
fun.
That's
Yep.
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Paul, you're getting a lot of love here.
Why
Way
do
to
people like
hijack
him
an
so
episode.
much?
Yeah.
That's Paul's greatest, man.
Oh yeah.
But not this guy. It's the other one.
The other Paul.
Here. He's in Hawaii right now, so there you go.
2:46 p.m. There you go.
Okay,
Oh.
so 2. Oh wow. So yeah, 5 hours earlier
You're
than we
behind,
are
yeah.
in Central Time Zone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's the goat, of course. Show him all the
I
freaking
love
It is.
meeting you in Chicago,
Paul.
Paul.
Paul,
Yeah.
you're getting all the love, man.
All
I
right.
bet you're
You're on
having
a
fun.
beach in Hawaii. You win.
Yeah, for sure.
David's 7th take. So we
Wow.
Okay.
each.
Back
So
to the-
David and Jim each have 10 takes total, and they're on number 7. So here we go.
Okay, so everybody says, Canadian Zeppelin, the first record. Donna Halper said that people would call in, when's the new Zeppelin record coming out? But if you listen to, say, the first 4 Sabbath albums, I think a lot of the riffs on the first album are as much Sabbathy as Zeppelin-y. Just very. I mean, you listen to both Zeppelin and Sabbath. It was blues turned into metal, right? I think the first album has a lot of Sabbath in it, whether the band would think so or not. I don't know, but the tone. It's the guitar tone. I think is where I'm kind of leaning.
The guitar tone.
the guitar players.
I would debate it just because to me Black Sabbath is so boring most of the time, and I really love that first Rush album.
Can't argue with loving the first Rush album.
So
Yeah.
boring.
I
So overrated.
think they sound more like Zeppelin than Sabbath personally. So I'll have to disagree on that one. But I mean, close comparison. 74, so Zeppelin would have been out for what?
5 years.
5 years by then.
Sabbath,
And
4
even
years.
Sabbath, same thing, 4 or 5 years. I mean, they're probably influenced from both. But the fact that people listening on the radio thought it was Zeppelin and not Sabbath,
Mhm.
I think puts a lot of weight to it. When they heard Working Man, they're like, "Oh, is that a new Zeppelin?" So.
Yeah. Listen to Volume 4.
I will say. Versus frequency. I'm going to say let's debate, and I'm going to quote Gene Simmons. What kind of a band is Rush? It's Rush. It sounds
Yeah,
like
yeah, say it
it
deeper then.
sounds like what kind of a band is Rush? It's Rush.
Rush.
It's neither. It sounds like Rush. I don't hear Led Zeppelin in Rush. I don't hear Sabbath in Rush. I don't hear David Gilmour influences in Alex
On the
Lifeson's
first
guitar
record?
player. On
On the
any
first
of it.
record?
On any of it. Rush is Rush. Rush
Yeah.
has a unique sound. Rush is
Mhm.
an acquired taste, and if you don't like Rush, then acquire some taste.
But
That's a great
Yep.
debate, Ryan.
True.
Great take.
Let's see.
he's
Huh.
oh yeah, yeah. Definitely
Thank
wild.
you.
That's fair.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
Kira, I
also
am right
fair,
with
yeah.
you on that. I am
Yeah.
with you on that.
The early Sabbath, yeah.
Don't waste
Listen
your
to the
time,
full
Kira.
record. Yeah.
Ouch.
Shane has spoken.
So is it too soon?
Sabbath is boring.
Is it too soon?
Oh. Oh, except for the Ronnie James Dio Black Sabbath. That's better.
I think Dio is better with. I think Sabbath is better with Dio than with Ozzy. But I think Ozzy's solo career is better than Dio's. So
Yes. Oh. I take back everything I said nice about you.
Ozzy did have a pretty
Which
You're
was
throwing down on a Friday.
it was a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, which wasn't much.
Vocally,
Ah.
musically.
Hmm.
Oh, no, that's a good take
Oh,
right there.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's,
Yep.
yeah. I think that's what I was aiming at. That's exactly, yeah.
wow.
Comparisons to Getty and Robert Plant.
Hey,
Yeah,
Rob,
I can
stop
see
being
that.
so smart, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Should bump me off, put him on. Ryan's too young to hear Led Zeppelin.
Wow.
Oh,
That is
Jesus.
Webb, thanks for tuning in. I don't think I've seen you in live chats before, so thanks for checking us out. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
So I just want to say
one.
that when I was listening to stuff, it wasn't classic rock.
Really?
It was just rock.
It
You know.
was. It was
I hear
rough.
Skinnerd on the
You
debut.
hit Skinnerd on the debut.
Wow.
Ah, wow. Wow, Skinnerd. I
Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, I can see that.
I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, that was the sound of the time. Even
Yep.
Jeff. Yeah.
This is Kira again. I don't disagree with this. I don't disagree that there might be that they're taking inspiration from Zeppelin or anything like that. I just don't think it sounds like it. I think it sounds like its own.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, where Kira's right is Alex and Getty especially were much more influenced by Zeppelin than Sabbath in those days.
And I think what's interesting is that Alex and Getty were influenced by Zeppelin, but Neil's influence came from the Who, way more than I don't know how much influence he had from Zeppelin, but I know he had a huge influence from the Who.
Keith Moon
So
definitely
just
was.
kinda, yeah. Oh, for sure, right. But just you kind of piece all that together, and you get your own unique thing, which I think is super cool.
All right, Jim, number 7.
Okay. Getty should have wrote or contributed more lyrics. So when I made that statement, I was thinking about, and Ryan, you mentioned it earlier tonight, right? I was thinking about Cinderella Man and Different Strings. Like when I very first heard Different Strings, I thought, man, Neil is just killing it. That's really awesome. I love the reference to the, to the fantasy and about to the dragon and the pen is mightier than the sword. And I read and I'm like, Getty wrote that? I was like, wow. So there we go.
I would have been okay if he did, but should have, I would debate should have.
Okay, that's fair. And just so everybody knows, I absolutely love Neil's lyric writing.
Yeah. No, I know you're not taking anything away from
Oh yeah, no, God,
Neil's
good
writing.
gosh, no. No,
I-
never.
I think Getty acted as his editor a lot.
Oh yeah.
So I think he indirectly
Yeah.
contributed to the lyrics more than we realize. Because I mean, Neil would write all these lyrics, but it's like if Getty can't sing them, they're useless, right? So,
Yeah.
especially towards the end of the career, like I think it was in the Snakes and Arrows, they talk about how Getty had like a lot of feedback to Neil and see like I can't do this or this doesn't work, or so
And he's
I
got.
think-
I guess.
I think he's written a lot
too,
more
right?
than we give credit for.
Yeah.
Because they did that whole like a third. We don't even worry about it. Like so,
Oh yeah.
It's a good take.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But I mean-
probably he might have wanted to have written more,
True.
but it's
Yeah.
like, it's kind of like Geezer in Sabbath, back to Sabbath. Geezer wrote all the lyrics. And then when Ronnie came on board, Geezer was so happy not to have to write lyrics. You know? So I'm sure that Getty,
And focus on the music, yeah.
yeah, so I'm sure Getty was happy to let Neil do that. So
I agree with Paul, and I agree. Randy's that I was going to say that too. So this is the third time tonight that I was basically going to say exactly the comment Randy left. I think My Favorite Headache is phenomenal, as you guys know, and there's a lot of great lyric writing on that too. So I definitely think that Getty learned from Neil's lyric writing for sure, because you can, I mean, with Cinderella Man, Different Strings, you know, they're all credited on chemistry. I think that was more of a show thing than anything. Who knows really who wrote that? I think that was just like, you know, we all have chemistry, right? So let's just put all our names on it. But I think
You never know.
yeah, you never know. But after that, it was all Neil. I think My Favorite Headache supports Jim's take. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better.
especially the two songs that never got released that Getty uncovered a few
That's
years
true
back.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those songs, I mean, the lyrics on those are creme de la creme as far as that record. Yeah.
That I would debate. Sorry, Alex, but that I would debate.
I don't. I didn't. I mean, the only lyrics from Alex that I really think about is, or I guess that he really did from Rush, except chemistry, is Lessons.
Yeah.
And I like it, and I like the the message that Lessons has, but I would need to hear more of Alex's lyric writing.
So I'm the only one that's right about
That's
this.
true.
Everyone likes the whole-
What is wrong with y'all? Just kidding.
All right.
Leave it to Nick.
Yes,
let's
he did
see.
write those lyrics to Hope. Those are awesome. I found no mistakes in that one.
It's perfect. It was absolutely
Grammatically
perfect.
correct.
Great,
Yeah.
great vocal performance too.
Yeah.
Okay, David's number 8.
Oh, what's my number 8? Okay, now this is I hesitated to do this one because people
Oh.
immediately misunderstand this kind of stuff.
All right,
know.
explain it.
But getting Alex, I mean, they may just want to do their own thing now, and playing Rush songs too. They did it in Alex's basement, played Rush songs, and Alex said that they sound like a really bad Rush tribute band. But to hear them go on tour and play those songs again, but the problem is everybody immediately says, "Oh, it's a Rush reunion." No, it's not. Rush is Getty, Alex, Neil, right? But what if they did some kind of see you later, down the road show, just like Sabbath did with Back to the Beginning, and it wasn't just Sabbath. 100 musicians playing Rush songs and celebrating the band, and Alex and Getty being involved in that might be cool. And looking at your faces, I'm about to get raked over some
I mean,
serious.
Paul's already shaking his head, and
Sorry, I can't. It's
I didn't say. Notice the word "should" is not in there.
would.
It would be cool for that.
It would be
to
cool if it worked, but it wouldn't work.
sounds like
It
it sounds like a money grab. You get these old guys that get together on stage. and
Why
you're just
wouldn't
like,
it?
no.
Why wouldn't it work?
because everyone would
because-
expect Rush and
because
would be
Neil's not
disappointed when
there?
it's not.
They could donate it
Yeah.
all to charity. All right.
They've kind of done that with the
Taylor
shoot.
Hawkins, but they did it with Foo Fighters.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they still went on stage as playing Rush songs, and they had guest drummers, and it just,
Yeah.
I mean, and they did it with Primus when they had their Primus show. But I don't know. I just can't. I can't see them doing Rush songs without like a tour or.
Yeah.
No. I don't
Yeah,
know. It just
I feel
doesn't.
that.
It
I mean,
doesn't. It doesn't
there's
feel
part
right.
of me
It
that
just
says
doesn't
it's
feel right.
over. Part of me that
Doesn't feel
says
right.
it's over. So yeah.
So, do you mean playing music or is like a speaking thing, telling stories of? the days
Oh.
of touring and
Playing music. Yeah, I almost
Okay.
I didn't put this in my hot takes, but
Yeah.
I did, Getty did his speaking tour with his book, My Effing Life, and I thought, man, why shouldn't Al do something like that too? That'd be neat, but it'd be stand-up comedy,
that would be great. But
which would be awesome. But
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, that would
but
be
yeah,
funny.
this was number 8 for me. Was I wrestled within my own self about it, but of course, I saw all the last tours, and R40. I don't know how I'd feel about it, but at the same time, if they wanted to do it, I'd support it. If they
sure.
didn't want to do it, I'd support it.
All right, here's my take on this. So I think this is a phenomenal take if they want to do it. That's what it comes down to.
That's
So
the given.
that's okay. So you're saying they want to do this, and now it's to me to decide if it's a great take or not. Is that what you're suggesting here?
That's why I highlighted. I didn't put the word "should" there, but be honest. If Getty Now came out and said, we're going to do this tour and we're going to celebrate music with all these other, it's like, are any of us going to say, well, we're not going?
So Black Sabbath's back to the beginning raised so much money for charity for Parkinson's.
Yeah.
That was a Saturday afternoon that I literally booked in front of my television to watch 5 hours of Sabbath and Ozzy and other musicians playing Sabbath songs. Most of it was great, not Guns N' Roses. So I think
that's a hot take.
I think well, that's because Mickey Mouse was terrible singing. Axl Rose.
Nice.
I think it would be. They're very charitable people, as is. I don't think you sell it as Rush, right? Because there's no Neil. You can have
Right.
Everybody keeps throwing out this idea that what if they did like 3 shows, one in Europe, 2 one in Toronto, 1 in LA, whatever, and have a rotating drummers. There's obviously logistical problems with that. There's logistical nightmares with that type of thing.
Right.
If you do it all in Toronto, similar to the way Black Sabbath did it in Birmingham, England, and you bring in 3 drummers, Danny Carey from Tool and Dave Portnoy from
Mike Portnoy.
Mike
Portnoy. Hey, Peter.
what did I say?
Dave
Dave.
Portnoy.
Dave, yeah, that's
Mike. Yeah.
that's
Mike Portnoy, yeah.
That's
That guy. That
Barstool.
dude.
Yeah, Mike Portnoy, yeah. And somebody else, right? To rotate drums for 10 Rush songs. I mean, Sabbath did 5 or 4, whatever. That was. I mean, they're older and much not as good a shape, right? I think it's a phenomenal idea if they want to do it. I think it's everybody gathers in whatever the biggest venue in Toronto is, and they listen to some Rush songs played by Alex and Getty and another couple of drummers, and then tribute bands. And in the first half of the show, you have Alex and Getty come out and do spoken word stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
At some point in the show. I think that could really be. It could really be an event. It could literally be a big. I mean, they have Rush Day and Henderson Brewery, and that's a big event now in the golf tournament, and I think it's a great idea. So let's.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? I mean, you can get some tribute bands. You can get musicians that grew up loving Rush. Yeah,
there's a lot of tribute bands out there that are fantastic. Oh, Ralph.
David, Ralph doesn't like your
Ralph,
idea.
how do you really feel?
I don't know. It's all capital letters, so it's got to be pretty. He's screaming at it.
That's another thing, Paul, that I would add to that to this show.
Point there. That'd be interesting.
Just acoustic without drums. That's
So
interesting.
that's a very good point right there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Getty doesn't have a voice, then no, probably the whole
Then there's
thing
no
would be.
point, right? Yeah. But it's hard. It takes a toll on you.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like Ryan and I agreed, it would have to be they would want to. I can't imagine them wanting to.
At this point.
at all.
They're so busy with other projects. They don't. You know what I mean? Like
They-
Alex has Envy of
They're
Numbers.
moving forward.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, Bubba Bash with getting Alex. That would be
oh,
wow.
Yeah.
let's not forget these guys are in their
That's an
early
interesting-
70s.
That's an interesting point too. You could
I like
have at
that.
the, I'm taking all these comments and I'm throwing them into my show idea that is absolutely 100% put together by Sharon Osbourne.
Mm.
I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Sharon Osbourne and Wendy Dio.
yeah. Yeah. Dear
Fair enough.
God.
Yeah,
I'm leaning towards Rob Point. Like, it's just not the
And,
same.
and you know,
I get it, but
again, we had this, I think, a year or two ago. You know, make no mistake, it's not Rush reuniting. You know, could never be Rush reuniting.
yeah.
You know, just
there's been no Rush since 2015. So really,
Slogan's rock and
Marvel.
metal extravaganza has been cracking me up this entire show.
An hour-long version of YYZ. That is hilarious.
at the airport.
Dear
I think
boy.
Alex would go, "That's a good idea. Let's do that." You know?
Yeah.
Here,
You do
not
it,
Rush.
uh,
Don't
And
call
not
it Rush.
Yeah, Mark.
Call it Accelerate.
Point.
Accelerate.
Call it Accelerate.
Ouch.
Oh
Hurry.
my gosh.
Hey.
Call it calm.
I don't disagree with this take either.
Yeah, true.
Andy Harris
I'm
said-
I'm only on board with it if they are on board with it. I'm not the fan that's going to be like, oh, I want this to happen. No, I will go and I will support it if they want it. That's it.
That's what they want. Yep.
So whatever
Okay.
they're interested in.
I've been
you
a
know.
fan for 49, almost 50 years, so I'm happy. I don't need anything.
Yeah, same here.
You know. So
All
right. Onward. I knew that one would bring some
Some discussion.
controversy for
Some
sure.
discussions. Yeah.
It's all about ratings.
Yeah.
We got five more. 3 for Jim,
We do?
2 for David.
Oh my
Yeah.
Oh,
gosh.
wow.
Just get rolling.
Wow. All right. Rush should have kept the keyboards minimal and more as a backup instrument or for fillers, similar to the approach on A Farewell to Kings.
Have you been talking to
I
Alex?
don't necessarily agree with this, or maybe I partly agree with it. You guys have to figure it out. But interesting.
As much as I'm partial to the 70s stuff, I love the 80s stuff enough to be happy with the path they took and think that they used them well. Disagree with you, Jam.
It's okay. I might disagree with me.
Yeah, I disagree. As much as Alex hated the keyboards after a while, I think it kind of it defined
Ball.
just keyboards on everything in the 80s, right? It was just
Oh yeah.
is rampant. So
Yeah.
I
for
can't
sure.
imagine those great albums without keyboards.
This guy. He's not even hosting and he's always promoting. Attaboy, Rob.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, I think so what comes to mind for this is I think the perfect keyboard record is Power Windows, right? That is my favorite Rush record. I've been on record saying that
Really?
quite a bit.
It is?
It is?
Wow. Huh.
So
That's a
if
different hot
you
take. than Civic.
if you well hold on. If you go on YouTube and listen to the Power Windows demos, you'll see that it's mostly guitar. Like there's a lot like it's guitar. The guitar is more prominent in it, and I think it's pretty bad. Like it's not like it's cool to listen to, but it's not nearly what Power Windows is. So yeah, no, the trajectory that they put out was fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I can kind of disagree with myself a little bit.
Please do.
Yeah. Well, I love the 80s era and I think, Alex did have to find a place for himself because he was playing in the same sonic spectrum. The keyboards and the guitar were playing in the same sonic spectrum. And so Alex did have to find a place for himself. And I think what happened, at least what I think what happened, is that Alex became really, really well, not that he wasn't musical before, but his approach to how he created the songs and what he could contribute to the songs was different. And I thought what he came up with was very cool.
He adapted. Go figure.
It would have
All
been, yeah, I know. Anyway, moving on.
Well, before my mouse dies, because it's telling me my mouse battery is
Oh,
very
cool.
low.
Let's go.
So let's.
Next one.
This
One
can't
of
be
those
good.
keyboard shortcuts.
Where did Jim
Where
get his
did Jim
t-shirt?
get his T-shirt? You know, I think I got it from the Rush.com store thing.
Backstage club.
I think the backstage thing from a long time ago. It's kind of faded. You can see it's a little bit faded.
Nick,
though. Love
yes.
it,
Yeah.
Top
Yes.
3, huh? Especially compared
Press
to
Power
Plus
Windows?
six.
Great
Power
sound.
Windows rates.
All right.
up there.
David.
100%.
Okay.
Superconductor.
Real quick shout out to Slogan's Rock and Roll Extravaganza for your shout out to Uriah Heep and the keyboards, the great Ken Hensley and now Phil Lanzon. Okay, so Clockwork Angels. It was a concept created by Neil, his good friend Kevin Anderson. They worked together to make the full novel. Then Rush, did the record. Sure, it could be totally screwed up. But a movie or a, streaming Netflix, Hulu, whatever series, it'd be better than, The Witcher.
Hey.
Hey, I knew I
hold on.
would get him on that. I did that intentionally. But no, make a film out of Clockwork Angels.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Can I answer his two personas? The Rush fan persona says hell yes, but the fiction, the literature persona says I could do without that one. Sorry.
Can you answer this very important question?
Where did
Shane?
Shink?
My shirt.
Ralph,
I'll give it to you. It's yours. It's yours. I'll ship it to you. No, I got it. It's
Hey,
funny.
this is a family-friendly channel, Shane.
Oh, my
Keep your
bad.
clothes on. Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
want
I'm
to
in the wrong
overexpose
show.
myself, right? No, I got this shirt is like 25 years old, and I got it at Dillard's, I
Ooh,
think.
animated. Yeah.
And it's my going out shirt, and it's like my uniform. So, thank you for noticing, Ralph. I just made my day, right?
Slogans. That is so awesome, man. That is so awesome. A series about I think I'm going bald.
Now, Mark, is Mark Anderson? Is he talking about the series, or is he talking about me taking off my shirt? Because I think we need to clarify.
Probably the series.
Probably both.
Then.
yeah, it could be
Yes,
both.
Mark,
I don't
I
know.
agree.
Actually,
Yes,
Dave, in all honesty, that's a great take. I think it would be cool to have a
Yeah.
movie or some sort of a mini series. That'd be a cool story. Yep.
I do like
Great
Paul
take,
Simon commented about it being animated, and I think that would
Like that.
maybe
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I love animation. Animation is so cool.
No,
But
that's
also as a,
like,
as a Dune fan, if any of Kevin J. Anderson's work is going to be made into a series, I want to see those
Listen.
older Dune books.
I will say we were called on accident Rush Only fans at one point, so let's not get into that.
We had to change our name to avoid.
the only fans version of the show.
All right, Jim's take.
All
Speaking
right.
of which,
All right. Hey, speaking of, I think I'm going bald. I think I'm going bald. It's lighthearted, fun, and it rocks out. And I think I don't want to tell people what to do, but I do think that it's judged very harshly, maybe a little bit harshly than it should be.
I disagree,
Or-
Jim. I think you should tell people what to do.
Okay, I will.
Listen.
Well, for different reasons, I think that the song is highly underrated.
Okay.
So I partially agree.
Okay.
Mostly-
The partial.
mostly
I'll
agree.
take the partial.
Mostly.
Okay.
Stay for the dad buds.
it's pretty good.
We would make even less money.
For sure.
We make money?
Jim, at the end of the day,
we make
Jim,
money.
No,
Jim,
but
that's a
even
great take.
less.
That's
Oh,
a great
thank
take,
you.
Jim.
Wait.
I appreciate that. No, it's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
For a bunch
Wait,
of early
on.
20
Wait,
for a bunch of early
Yeah.
20-year-olds that are talking about going bald. Like,
We only make money if you send us money on Kofi.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted you to do, Ryan. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
There it is.
Great take.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, don't judge it so harshly, people.
That's right. Yeah.
All
Be
right.
Nice to the second song on the album.
Ryan, I don't know if you remember this, but the very first Rush Fans episode that I was on, it was, I think, 2 songs on an album back to back that were the best.
Yeah. Okay.
And
yeah.
mine was Bastille Day, and I think it went bald. And I remember you
Oh.
going like, "What the,
Kick this guy out of here. He's not allowed back.
ever." But then I said, Bastille Day, French Revolution, Marie Antoinette. I mean, all that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's, I think, going bald. So my explanation was it captured who Rush is. Very serious. Don't take themselves so serious. And as I recall, you were persuaded by that explanation.
You're very good at persuading me with things, David. I've thought about growing my hair like yours as well, but I don't think
do
No, I've been thinking about cutting my hair like yours, but there's not as much of it left.
nice
You
little
guys should just reverse. Ryan, grow your hair long. David, cut it short.
But yeah, seriously, Jim, that song is, I mean, it's a rocking song. I mean, I love just
Oh yeah,
that.
right. Yeah.
It's a good finger exercise. I love to play it and just rock out on stuff. It's
Cool.
definitely underrated.
Just wanking out on the neck, huh? Yeah.
Wang it. Go back to
Wanking
the episode
That's a
with
lot of
What?
Rush episodes. A lot of
Dante
Rush episodes.
Many
Rush
Life
episodes
Solo.
ago.
Fast forward to the
I
end.
don't remember
On
which one that was. Which episode?
Oh gosh,
that was.
that's
one of the
that's
licensed ones. One of the licensed
that's-
solo ones.
that's a
Forgotten
recurring-
Life
that's
and
a recurring
Solos.
one. That's a
And,
recurring one.
Yeah.
All right, David. What do
Okay,
you got?
number 10. We should start a new series. During the pandemic, I did this on my Facebook page. Dramatic readings and recitations of Rush lyrics.
Back when he had hair.
Yeah.
You should have seen him when he had hair.
You should have seen him when he had hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
That is the geekiest thing ever proposed.
Exactly.
Oh,
And I think that's
Oh
why it's a
my
great
God.
take. That's awesome.
And that is why it's a great idea.
Yep. Yeah.
Man.
100%.
yeah, I know. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely the first partial striptease.
Exactly. I also
Yeah.
have some bow ties that
Yes.
I ordered for this.
And then if you're doing that, then if
How
you're
about
gonna
just do the
that,
lyrics
right?
like this?
Oh yeah,
Jesus,
like the
I'm wearing a
kimonos. We
kimono.
should do the kimonos.
David,
All right, so-
complete with full
Where do we
Alex
order
Slice and
them?
camel
Where do we
toe,
go?
okay?
Where do we go to order the kimonos?
Draw the line there.
Yeah, again, family friendly.
Are they family
No
friendly?
camel toe.
I
That's a
don't,
great
think, I don't think families are watching this, David. I think 50-year-old men are watching
I
this.
hope not. There might be some
Wives are
girls out
going-
there. Kira's there.
Well, she
When
was.
are you gonna
She
stop
probably
watching
left
them?
now.
She was
Maybe
until
she left.
till
Maybe
Shane
she had
decided
it.
to take his
Well-
shirt off.
Never hear from Kira again.
That was about the same time, wasn't it?
Wait. Good job, Shane.
I won't, Kira. Come back. I promise. I will stay. I'm buttoning all the way up. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I'll get
Kira's
out a pipe.
still here. We did not scare her away.
All kimonos live.
on the
Only
Only Rush
fans.
fans.
All right, there we go.
We got one
Oh,
more take,
man.
guys. Let's go.
Oh,
One more
cow.
take.
Oh,
I
We
agree.
can
I
do
think
it.
we need to make this happen.
We can do it.
okay. This will be fun. I don't even remember what my last one was. Slogans, I'm sure you're going to come up with something good. You've been come up with
Here we
some
go.
good stuff all night long, man.
His
All right.
therapist is going to give me a
My
kickback.
ta-
That's
oh, yeah, I know, right?
Oh, we're
Okay,
finishing
here
with
we
this
go.
take? Oh,
Yes. Yeah. Well, what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with this thing. Okay, here we go. The 80s era is stronger in many ways than the 70s era.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Is the album that was released on January 14th, 1980, are you considering that Permanent Waves? Are you considering that 80s or 70s because of when it was put out,
Well,
recorded, released, whatever?
Okay, that's a good question. Really, when I'm thinking the 80s era, I'm really thinking more Signals to Hold Your Fire or Presto versus like Well, no, but that was okay. But yeah, I was still thinking Signals. I know it was released in '81, but I was still thinking Signals, right? Versus like, let's say Caress of Steel to Hemispheres. That was kind of what was in my head when I was thinking that. Because Permanent Waves.
So Signals to Presto is better than Caress of Steel to Hemispheres.
Well, I said strong. I didn't say better. I
Stronger.
said stronger
In many ways.
In many
right?
ways.
That's a little.
Or you could say Fly By Night to Hemispheres.
Yeah.
Wow.
So do we need to clarify in what ways?
Well,
Maybe it's a
no,
take
okay.
that leads to more takes.
Because
in many ways,
Yeah, Rob's
My
pointing
head
at
is
me. No, man.
Rob is
That's a
like,
loaded
I do not know this guy anymore. Well, okay, so
Here we go.
the songwriting, I already
my
said
question.
which part of the 80s, Nick. All of Superconductor. 80s is definitely split. I agree because Permanent Waves, it's hard to think. I know Permanent Waves was released in 80, but it's hard to think of that as 80s era. Okay, good. This was supposed to be loaded take. That was the idea. Kira, thank you. Right.
Love it when a
But the area what I think about really is in the 80s the songwriting, like they went to the shorter songs, right? And the songwriting was so strong. Geddy's vocal performance, his vocal delivery, it's like he was really finding his place and how to do that, and his vocal delivery is powerful and it's emotional. And I also think that, because I'm a drummer, of course, sorry, right? The parts that Neil came up with were extremely creative. I just had a heart attack. All right, make sure you get yourself up off the floor after the heart attack. This is clear. No, nobody totally crash, please.
I mean, if
Anyway, so that's kind of what I was.
We wouldn't want it to be bad.
Thank you, Ralph. See, Ralph knows what he's talking about. Rob, you're going to come around, man. You're going to come around. I feel it. Don't get me wrong. And everybody, don't get me wrong. I love the 70s music. I could put on side one of Hemispheres and listen to that like 100 times in a row. I think it is beyond amazing.
I will give you in many ways, yes, but overall, I mean, nothing beats.
I can't help myself. I'm sorry. Ralph has been thinking this entire time.
Wait, you know what? Let's forget Jim's take. I want to discuss that take.
All right, who needs to go? Paul, you need to go for this one.
Yeah, if you would have asked me this question 5 years ago, it'd have been like absolute debate. 70s was over 80s, but now after being in Rush fans since 2021, whatever it was. I have a whole new appreciation for the 80s, and I'm gonna have to agree with you on Jim on that one.
Oh, see,
the 80s.
All right,
the 80s are really. There's a lot of the I call them the Terry Brown fans, the ones that can't stand anything at past Signals. You're missing out on so much great music in the 80s.
I think
and to Rob's point, I do love both eras. It's a big debate. Like it's really hard.
They're different. I mean, it's like you don't want to say one's better than the other because they're just so distinct.
They're both great. They're both great.
And I wasn't
in respectful ways.
Yeah, and I wasn't trying to say one is better than the other. And you guys have heard me on this thing say how much I love Caress of Steel and the tunes on that, right? So,
all right. Before I give my answer, we have a really important question, David. You have to answer. Oops, right there.
I have to answer. Where
did David get his T-shirt? Oh,
there was a fundraiser for Lakeside Park, and it wasn't on Rush Backstage, but it was another thing with the Peart family. It's been a few years, so I can't remember exactly, but it was a very specific fundraiser at that time, and I ordered it. So that didn't answer your question at all because I have no recollection I got the shirt.
Wow.
I'll do some research and go back through my emails.
Are you sure? Are you sure you didn't order it in the 70s when
It's got
Okay, well, in all seriousness, I think Ralph is joking, but if you're looking for that shirt, find Nancy
Peart
folder.
Burkholder.
Burkholder. Okay, yeah, Nancy Burkholder Peart
Peart.
on Facebook. Yeah, I didn't know what her
Nancy,
Middle-
it's
yeah.
Peart Burkholder.
Nancy Peart Burkholder.
Right.
Find Neil's sister on Facebook. Very nice lady. You reach out to her. She'll get in contact with you if you want to get that.
She's the best. She's awesome.
Wow.
So I gotta give my answer to this here before we wrap. And mine's that you're probably not gonna believe the route that I'm gonna take here, but I think Jim says is stronger in many ways. No, it is not stronger in many ways. I think the 80s is, if you include moving pictures in this whole thing as 80s, I think it's stronger.
Period.
If you,
Stronger period.
yeah, I think it's a stronger. Yeah,
Stronger,
if
yeah.
moving pictures and permanent waves are excluded in this, and the 70s is everything pre-permanent waves, and the 80s is post moving pictures, right? So it's like 5 albums, I think.
Yeah.
Then I think they're pretty parallel. I think if you're including permanent waves and moving pictures as 80s records because they were technically released in the 80s, then yes, I think it's probably stronger in many ways.
Yeah.
Because Neil did say, I think it was Neil said that he would have been perfectly fine if Rush started with moving pictures. And I think that's telling. I mean, that's just what
Mhm.
they believe was their best content, and he said that 30 years later, right? So
And he did say that record is when they became Rush. That was Neil's.
Yeah.
yes,
true.
right.
And it's
Yeah, I disagree with that take. I think it's permanent
Okay.
waves, but yeah, but
I
it's a-
disagree with it for different reasons, but I
Yeah.
kind of know what Neil
Yep.
means.
Oh, I'm wearing a Farewell to King shirt, for crying out loud. Of course I would.
let's just throw a few more comments up here.
Pick a side, Jim.
Yeah.
Pick a side.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, Nick.
interesting.
All right. Okay. That's good.
I'll allow it.
Really?
They also wrote, I think I'm going bald about David.
I think I'm going bald.
Standard rock and roll, chunkier.
Yeah.
Well, this is our buddy Derek Tyler. Well, you missed quite a bit.
Oh yeah. Sorry, man. You missed a lot.
You
And we
missed
can
about an
recap.
hour
Here we
and
go.
27 minutes of
Okay,
this.
let's go back over it. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's do it
wow.
again. To recap.
We're doing an hour and 27 minutes. Really?
Yeah.
Yes, always promoting. Go back and watch our
Oh.
70s versus 80s debate. It was myself and Jerry from Something for Nothing versus
Was it
Nick and Tim. Nick in the comment section here, Nick Howley, and Tim
Yeah.
Durling from Tim's Vinyl Confessions.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tim.
I think Jim and Kira or Jim and
Did we? Did
we had a couple
moderate?
hosts. I think you moderated with. So I
Was
can't
it?
remember who.
Was it me? Was it Eric? Was it
It
me?
was
Eric
you.
and
It
Kira?
was you and Eric, and I think Brendan Middleton. Yeah, I think Kira was on the next one.
Oh, okay.
Could be wrong, but
I don't know.
yes.
Kira commented.
Shout out,
Rewind, replay.
shout out, Kathy
Yes,
Rankin.
she
Hope
was.
you're doing well. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. She posted that on her Facebook and Instagram that she was there. A little, nice, really clip there. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Yeah, and shout out to Kathy. Yeah, she is fantastic. She's so great.
Here's another one. Yep. Here you go, Derek. Monkey Sensing says, "Say here you go. Pause, rewind, replay."
That's my.
All right. So we will wrap there, I guess. Let us know in the comments of the video what you thought of this. We're coming up right on here in an hour and a half, and
Wow.
I feel like I'm holding my eyes open with toothpicks because it's 9:30 here, and I'm tired as hell.
Well, it's
but,
only 8:30 here. Not late.
I know, and I'm just tired. You guys tire me out. So
we're exhausting.
no, but we have plans to go live again next Wednesday night. Next Wednesday night is NFL football eve in the U.S. We are doing a fantasy playlist draft of songs. So we've done that one time publicly. I think on Rush Roundtable, we're going to be doing another Rush Roundtable on it because it's right before football season. So
Yeah,
That's right. It was.
Yep.
Yeah.
so
I think I was in that last one.
go like Rush Fans on Facebook and have your friends follow Rush Fans on Facebook too, so that we can also stream to Facebook Wednesday.
Yes.
We're so close.
We need 100 followers or something like that
Yes.
on Facebook in order to stream this to Facebook as well and get even more comments and more debates. So
Yes.
while you're following us on Facebook, follow us on Rush Lyrics on Instagram. It's a pretty awesome account, and we post daily Rush lyrics. Yeah, so
Inspirational.
if you want to join us,
Yeah.
Rush Roundtable at gmail.com. If you want to send us a quiz the Raw Guys, myself, and the rest of the Raw Guys crew, shoot us an email at rushroundtable@gmail.com as well. So we will wrap there. We will end the stream. Thank you all for hopping on. Thank you to the four of you as well. And
Yes.
take
was
care,
fun.
everybody.
Start-
See ya.
Yeah.
Yep.